President Trump announcing Saudi Arabia is investing $600 billion into the United States. That includes funds for defense contracts, technology for both countries, AI, and energy. Here's what the president said about that. Watch.
The days of economic misery under the last administration are rapidly giving way to the greatest economy in the history of the world. We are rocking. Before our eyes, a new generation of leaders is transcending the ancient conflicts of tired divisions of the past and forging a future where the Middle East is defined by commerce, not chaos.
So the president aiming to bring trillions of dollars into the United States with expected investment from Qatar and the United Arab Emirates. Here to discuss is host of Making Money on Fox Business, Charles Payne, always looking out for you. So, Charles, we were just talking about this on the air. He's using economic prosperity to get peace around the world. How does that benefit us?
Well, you can see all of these deals, right? And one of the things that I thought was really interesting about this visit is who President Trump brought with him. So there were at least 8 publicly traded companies yesterday. All of their stock except one were up, and some were up huge, right? So when you bring, NVIDIA, when you bring Jensen Huang over there with you, when you bring some of these other folks over there with you, you want to, that's the motorcade?
The motorcade of the president going right now. I think he's heading to see the royal court to get that greeting right now. But Charles, this is leg number 2 of this trip.
Right. And so think about in the last 4 days what we've seen over the weekend. The big headlines, Lawrence, were the peace things, right? The India-Pakistan truce. And by the way, these are multi-decade conflicts. Zelensky and Putin meeting. Even in Turkey, the Kurds giving up their insurgency, Turkey saying they'll develop that area. Peace is breaking out where wars used to break out. And they're not going to want to give him credit, but President Trump is overseeing all of this. And, it's not a hard sell in Saudi Arabia. Mm-hmm. United Arab Emirates, Dubai. I was there maybe 20 years, almost 20 years ago when they first started building. At one point, 25% of the world's cranes were there. Someone there figured out, we're going to run out of oil one day. What do we do then? And even in Saudi Arabia, oil is no longer the #1 moneymaker. So it's the idea of peace as a foundation around the world is really the best foundation for prosperity to spread around the world, and we should spearhead that.
So you got that on the world stage, and then here back at home, you see the inflation numbers, and we got some good numbers right there. You see what happened with China and this tariff negotiation. Right. People were panicking, at least Wall Street was panicking, but it looks like right now it's going the president's way.
Let me tell you, so we get the price increases, right? April, go back, everyone, just Google April headlines. March headlines. Used car prices are going through the roof. Well, used cars and trucks were down 0.5%. Blue jean companies, how can retailers make money in this environment? Your blue jeans are going to double up. Apparel prices were down. The things that were up are things we need, right? We have to have motor vehicle maintenance. Has nothing to do with tariffs. We need motor vehicle insurance. We don't get it from China. We need hospital services. We don't get it from China. We eat food from home. We don't go all the way to Beijing for when we dine out. Medical care, the things that went up are things that we have to have, and that has nothing to do with the tariffs. All the things that went down, and what was most telling, the thing that went down the most, airfares down almost 3% month over month. What does that tell you? We're tapped out as a nation, right? Because we had fun. We got the stimmies. We spent them. Inflation went through the roof. We're still trying very difficultly to bring that down. These tariff things, and I was the only one coming on TV saying
it's true.
That if anything, it might be a one-time hit. Mm-hmm. And that's historically what they've been, a one-time adjustment. But more importantly, they're not going to pass these prices on. If you're already struggling, you're behind on your credit card, and something that you were going to spend $400 on costs $450, you're not going to buy it. You're simply not going to buy it. That's why Wall Street went crazy, because Wall Street doesn't care about Main Street. They just care about corporate profits. And even if they have to suffer for 1 or 2 quarters, oh, my goodness, they can't feed at the trough for maybe 3 to 6 months. They lost their minds. Now they're losing their shirt. because they bet against the stock market. Main Street bet on the stock market. We're at a moment in time where the dumb money is crushing the smart money, and the smart money already panicking, having to buy in and taking a loss. So they bet against America because of one thing, TDS. It was a huge mistake, in my opinion. Never bet against America, no matter who's in the White House.
You've been consistent on this from the very beginning and proven right as well. Charles Payne, if you want more advice from Making Money weekdays, 2 p.m. Eastern Time on our sister network, Fox Business.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.